ERC, quality service since 1972, repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You've clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 21st of July, and tropical action is the big story. Also, some pretty hot weather around here, at least in the short term. Let's peek out the window this morning. First off, the Birmingham Skycam coming from the Daniel Building. Hey, 83 degrees at 5 o'clock. This must be July in Alabama. It's going to be a hot one today. There's the Jasper Skycam. We're talking upper 90s to near 100. No real change from yesterday. And from Tuscaloosa, there's the Skycam looking east from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. Well, look at there. A lot going on here on the water vapor satellite imagery. Got the heat ridge here. Tropical action aplenty. I see two systems in the Atlantic, one in the eastern Pacific, and some convection in the westerlies to the north of here. Got a cold front that's going to be coming down this way Wednesday to break this heat wave, which is good, and also bring some rain. This is the expected rain around the nation, and this is suggesting amounts of about 1 to 1.5 inches here in Alabama. And, well, some real rain. How about the Rio Grande Valley of Texas, the lower Rio Grande? That's 1 foot at Brownsville with our tropical system. And I think there is an excellent chance this could be a pretty formidable hurricane at the time of landfall at midweek. And Cristobal producing heavy rain up in New England, 4.5 inches there. The driest weather, North Texas and Oklahoma. Well, let's look at all the tropical systems. There's a look at Cristobal, which is offshore, off the coast of North Carolina. Fairly compact. Really, this one has been one that's producing windy conditions on the coast and dangerous riptides, but not much rain on the coast. It's just offshore. And the forecast track has it pretty much offshore all the way through Thursday, keeping it a tropical storm and then hooking off to the east out into the open Atlantic. But again, that will bring some dangerous surf conditions to the upper part of the Atlantic coast. This is the one that could be pretty mean here. This is Dolly. It looks like the system is kind of reforming to the north of Yucatan. And we'll take a look at the official track on Dolly. The Hurricane Center brings it into a point near the Brownsville, Texas, Wednesday night as a hurricane. And again, based on the water temperatures and the fact that an upper air anticyclone should be over that, this could be a pretty formidable hurricane at the time of landfall. One of our affiliate radio stations is in McAllen, Texas, right there, and certainly we're hitting this thing pretty hard for the possibility of flooding rains and perhaps winds of over 100 miles per hour with this. Now, the modeling on Dolly really has shifted a little bit to the right. A cluster of the models have it coming in a little north of the NHC track, just to the north of Brownsville. So, again, our friends in Corpus Christi have to keep an eye on this one as well. But that's going to be a big mess for South Padre Island and places like that. And let's not forget, a pretty good-looking wave is coming off the coast of Africa this morning, and there's a decent chance that could develop into a tropical storm in coming days. That would be the E storm, which is Edward. So busy, busy, busy in the tropics. Well, let's look at the weather around here. This is the modeling, the GFS, the OZ run. Got the heat ridge going on here. Again, I don't see any reason for the temperatures today to be any different from yesterday. So 97 to 100 would seem to be the most common range. At the surface, weather looks dry. Tomorrow, here comes our front from the north. I still think most of the day tomorrow will be dry. Dolly is approaching the lower Texas and upper Mexican coast. And then Wednesday, look at the trough forming over the east. And bring it on. That'll break up this heat wave. And down at the surface, the front with that thing Wednesday is knocking on the door, and that should give us a pronounced increase in the number of showers and storms, and the heat should back off, with highs dropping back in the low 90s. And the GFS brings in Dolly over northern Mexico. It is a bit of an outlier to the south. And then Thursday, that front just kind of hangs up over North Alabama, and again, that's a good thing. We'll take that rain. And then Friday, the front drops a little to the south. It's got the Tennessee Valley in drier air, and then Saturday, starting off the weekend, the 594 circle is out there over western Texas, and that should deflect most of that moisture from Dolly over northern Mexico, and it's not going to move up in here. But again, we've got that surface boundary, and the GFS is hinting now that the better chance of showers on Saturday will be down over South Alabama and over into Mississippi. I don't know. This is the middle of the summer heat. It's pretty tough to get dry air in here like that. We'll see. I think the prudent thing is to go ahead and just stick with the standard summer forecast, and then Sunday, another front comes down the pike, and then look at Monday of next week. A nice trough over the east. That's a week from today, and a pretty good-looking front there hangs up just north of here. So really, the excessively hot, dry weather we saw yesterday, I think we'll deal with that today, but it's a short-term issue, not a long-term issue, and that's good. In the end of the forecast period, August the 5th, flat old ridge across the deep south, and again, kind of muggy, and that looks like your standard early August weather right there. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 today, and of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Monday, and God bless.
Weather.